The fourth step is to use more brain and mind. What we want to learn to do here is to slow down our brain frequencies into the alpha and theta region and then be able to use your mind at those frequencies in a special way to solve problems, to be more creative, to improve your health and your overall mental ability by learning to use the potential of both sides of your brain. To begin with, using only one side of the brain to think with would be something like trying to dance with one leg. You can do much better with two legs. Your brain is composed of approximately 100 billion neurons. Neurons function by continuously firing energy and then resting. The number of times per second that they fire and rest is called their frequency. Your brain's many neurons are always pulsing at some frequency. Throughout your entire brain, different sets of neurons are firing at different frequencies. When you are in deep sleep, for instance, most of your neurons pulse very slowly. They pulse more rapidly, though, when you're in a light level of sleep, and faster yet when you're wide awake. The average vibration of an adult's brain when wide awake is normally about 20 cycles per second. Brain frequencies between 14 and 21 cycles per second are called beta brain frequencies. These frequencies are associated with the outer objective world. The brain, while at beta, perceives and gets information through the use of outer physical senses and is conscious of time and space. This relates to outer conscious levels of awareness. Slower frequencies between 7 and 14 cycles per second are known as alpha. These alpha frequencies are associated with creativity and imagination, with intuition, daydreaming. While a person is functioning at the alpha frequencies, the mode of thinking is very dynamic. Human intelligence can question, explore, deduce, create solutions to problems as well. In the Civil Method training, we use what is called dynamic meditation versus passive meditation. Passive meditation can be experienced while functioning at theta. Theta lies between 4 and 7 cycles per second. While at theta, a person uses inductive thinking. It's very different than deductive thinking. While at theta, the moment a person begins to question, the frequency of brain moves higher into the alpha or beta frequency. Alpha and theta are not directly involved with the physical world or physical senses. We're not necessarily aware of time and space at this dimension, so it could be that you can experience some kind of time distortion when you meditate. One of the benefits that you get by functioning at the inner conscious levels is that you can access your intuition and use your subjective senses to obtain information and help you accomplish your goals. And lastly, there are some lower frequencies below 4 cycles per second, which we reach during deep sleep. These are called delta brainwave frequencies. Very few people are able to remember information while at delta. Very little is known about delta at this time. Now, so much for the brain. Now, as to the mind. In the Civil Method training, we refer to the mind as a focusing faculty of intelligence and allows intelligence to attune itself to and through time and space. In just the same way that your eyes have a focusing faculty to attune vision to things far or near, through the mind, our consciousness can attune itself to things far or near, past, present, or future, and cause the brain to function at various frequencies. When we want to meditate, for instance, it is through the mind that we attune ourselves to slower frequencies of the brain. When consciousness wants to be more active, then it's through the mind that it attunes itself to the higher frequencies of the brain. Now, the mind has its own set of sensing faculties. It can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell, but with no barriers of time or space. So that means that the mind can project its sensing faculties to the past and get information of something that may have occurred, bring it to the present, and make corrections. And it also means that the mind can project its senses into the future and create in the future a mold or a model of what you want to manifest, so that then, through time, you can fill in that mold and manifest that future that you desire. Along the way, you'll notice that you'll be using your visual abilities. You're going to visualize certain things or imagine certain things, and those are two very different aspects of imagery. Visualization is to recall something that you have already seen or experienced, whereas imagination is to create something for the very first time, so that when you project your mental senses into the past, you're actually visualizing or recalling your past experiences. When you are projecting your sensing faculties into the future, then you are imagining or creating what you want for yourself in the future. You can also project your mental senses into the microcosm. That means that you can project your mental senses into the subatomic level or the atomic level or the molecular level or tissue level, organ level. And by doing so, you can potentially use your imagination to help yourself heal whenever you're having health challenges. And don't stop there. With your imagination, you can project your mental senses out as far out as you want into the macrocosm. And the most important realization to gain from that is that you can, with your mental senses, go anywhere you need to go, past, present, or future, or through dimensions to get any kind of information that you need to get to apply it to solving problems. Because the more problems you solve, the more successful you're going to be. And success breeds success. From the microcosm to the macrocosm, human consciousness is always in search for information, and it has the capacity to find it. As you can see, the brain and mind work together, and by doing so, you can awaken the genius within. The greater access you have to more of your brain means the greater access you have to the spiritual dimension. The best way to access a spiritual dimension, or also known the subjective dimension, or that world within, is through meditation. We're going to experience a short meditation in a few moments, but first let me tell you a little bit about its structure. Every meditation, no matter what system you use or what method you use, has 4 basic components. One is the entry, the second is deepening, the third is programming, and the fourth is the exit. Now, the entry can be done in many, many ways. For example, you can simply close your eyes, take a deep breath, and relax. In the exercise, we're actually going to take 3 deep breaths. The first breath is to relax the body. From head to toes, imagine a wave of relaxation flowing slowly downward and feel your body relaxing along the way. The second breath is to relax your mind. What you want to do there is just simply think of tranquil and passive thoughts, and I'll guide you along the way. The third breath is to allow you just to kind of settle into your meditation. The second component is deepening. Deepening means just going deeper within. And deeper does not refer to brain frequency. Instead, we say lower. In fact, when you practice and reach a deeper level of mind, you have a heightened sense of awareness. There's no physical measurement of any kind to indicate that you are going into deeper levels of mind. The mind, remember, is not physical. Your mind does not emit any kind of measurable physical energy. It's your brain that transmits a physical energy and can be measured with an electroencephalograph. But that's not the mind. Since your mind is intangible and a sensory function of intelligence, there's no physical energy associated with it. In the exercise, we're going to deepen by doing a 10-to-1 countdown. And then after that, we're going to deepen some more by allowing you to project your mental senses to an ideal place of relaxation. Now, that could be your bed at home or a favorite couch or sofa. Anywhere you feel that you can relax physically is an ideal place to project to during the meditation. The third component of a meditation is programming. That's when you repeat affirmations to yourself, or you apply a technique that is meant to achieve a certain outcome. You can also set your goals there or send energy to your goals, or you can also use your imagination for healing yourself or others. During the exercise, I am going to program certain positive phrases, and one of them is called the genius statement. It goes like this: The difference between genius mentality and lay mentality is that geniuses use more of their mind and use them in a special manner. You are now learning to use more of your mind and to use it in a special manner. Other statements are called beneficial statements, and you're going to repeat these statements mentally after me. I will give you plenty of time to repeat them. They go like this. My increasing mental faculties are for serving humanity better. Every day, in every way, I am getting better, better, and better. Positive thoughts bring me benefits and advantages I desire. I have full control and complete dominion over my sensing faculties at all levels of the mind, including the outer conscious level, and this is so. I will always maintain a perfectly healthy body, mind, and immune system. The fourth component is the exit, and that simply means that you can open your eyes and come out of the meditation, or you can count yourself out from 1 to 3 or 1 to 5, or you can simply go to sleep if you're meditating at night. In the exercise, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At the count of 5, you will open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and healthy. It's just a more gentle way to bring you out of the meditation. And remember, all meditations are to be practiced in a safe, quiet environment where you can really focus your attention on going within and gain the greatest benefits by doing the meditation. Now, to get ready for the exercise, we recommend that you listen to the exercise once before actually doing it, and then go and find yourself a really great location, maybe a really comfortable chair. It could even be your bed. The only thing I want you to be aware of is that if you get too comfortable, you might go to sleep, because really what you're doing is almost duplicating the very same thing you do before you go to sleep at night. You get comfortable, you close your eyes, you take a deep breath, and you let yourself enter sleep. Only this time, what we're going to help you to do is to not go to sleep. We want you to stay conscious and aware as you learn to slow down your brain frequencies and enter the inner conscious levels. And when I say take a deep breath, take a really deep, full breath. Allow your belly to fill with air as you inhale and then contract as you exhale. Let's get ready for the exercise.